some more folks today. And I thank you for joining us for the Blue Christmas service. Nidishnakas Lauren, Nishnabay Nidishnakas Mosaram, Nadodam Jigwe. I am Lauren. I am the Indigenous Spiritual Care Chaplain here at First United Church. And joining me is Aaron Miller. He's going to wave. He's from University Hill Congregation. And you are joining us in our Community Ministry Center. So we are just going to spend some time in words of welcome. Yeah. Just so you know, we're recording that. So what we're doing today is we're meeting on the ancestral and unceded territory and lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh people. May all of our actions here today honor, grieve, mourn, and love on our ancestors that stewarded this land. Today we're going to be doing a Blue Christmas service. That means for a lot of people, Christmas is not a particularly merry time, a happy time. We've lost people that have been dear to us. And as people turn and talk and try and connect with families, we remember the ones that aren't here with us. And then there are other reasons for us to not particularly be merry during this Advent and Christmas season. And some of those reasons might be just loneliness, maybe some isolation still from all these restrictions that are going on with the pandemic, and some depression, some anxiety, all of these reasons where we are not particularly happy during these holidays. So we wanted to have this service for you. I am here in this building. I work with Dr. Cheryl Bear, Notlay First Nation, and she is a little under the weather, so I'm here with you today. I want to open us in a gathering prayer. For those of you at home, if you go on the firstunited.ca website, back where you joined this particular Zoom meeting, down at the bottom it says download a PDF. That PDF will give you what is happening, a guide to this particular service, so that you could follow along. Our opening prayer is a prayer from David Adams, and it is a poem. From chaos and emptiness, from loneliness and lifelessness, come, Creator, come. From void and shapelessness, from the abyss and awfulness, come, Creator, come. From fearfulness and hopelessness, from weakness and dreadfulness, come, Creator, come.
Good morning. Thanks, Lauren, for inviting me to be here. I'm grateful to spend this time together. This is a song that is not particularly seasonal, but it is a song I like to sing when things are not going quite the way I wish they were going. So. broken down. I'm on my knees, crying out. I get so worn down. So won't you speak and tell me how you care for me? 'Cause you are God, you heal all things. Your name is love, so love you need. Broken down, you'll always be. Yes, I've seen pain, and I've seen pain, but how it fades when I sing the songs of love that help me see that you are God, you heal all things. Your name is love, so love you need, and I hold on, 'cause you heal all things. Your name is love, so love you need. Falling down, I'm on my knees, singing out what I need, singing out what I need, seeing now. This is a poem by Denise Levertov. Ah, grief, I should not treat you like a homeless dog who comes to the back door for a crust or a meatless bone. I should trust you. I should coax you into the house and give you your own corner, a warm mat to lie on, your own water dish. You think I don't know you've been living under my porch. You long for a real place to be ready before winter comes. You need your name, your collar and tag. You need the right to warn off intruders, to consider my house your own, and me your person, and yourself my own dog.
Thank you, Erin. So our song that we'll be singing repeatedly throughout the service is called "Oh God, Hear Our Prayer." And it, we'll sing it through 2 times. And the words are on the guide with the music. So sing with me. Oh God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. When I call, answer me. Oh God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me again. Oh God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. When I call, answer me. Oh God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me. The next poem is called The Window by Rumi. Your body is away from me, but there is a window open from my heart to yours. From this window, like the moon, I keep sending news.
God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. When I call, answer me. Oh God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me.
For Psalm 22, we'll all read out loud the bold section. My God, why have you abandoned me? Why are you so far from helping me, so far from my anguished cries? O God, I cry by day, but you do not answer, and likewise by night, but I find no relief. In you, our ancestors put their trust. They trusted, and you rescued them. It was you who brought me from the womb. You made me trust when I was on my mother's breast. Since my mother bore me, you have been my God. Do not stay far from me, for trouble is near, and there is no one to help. Do not be far away. Oh, my help, come quickly to my aid. God does not despise or hate the poverty of the poor. God does not hide from me. When I cry to God, God hears me.
Oh God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. When I call, answer me. Oh God, hear my prayer. Oh God, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me.
For the Litany of Comfort for Blue Christmas by Deborah Paul, we will, Aaron and I will take turns reading the verses, but everyone will say together, we find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together. All around us are bright lights and merry messages, yet in our heart, not all is joyful. There is grief with the loss of relationships. Those we love no longer with us because of death. Those we have loved who are estranged from us. Those we love yet experience a diminishment of intimacy. There is grief with the loss and change of relationship. Grief, bittersweet, for it is a consequence of the presence of love. This season brings forth many feelings. We find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together.
All around us are bright lights and merry messages, yet our heart is not all joyful. There may be pain in our bodies. Physical pain is a natural outcome of aging. Physical pain that presents itself in illness. Pain in the body that forces us to change and imposes limitations. Pain, bittersweet, for physical experience includes both pain and pleasure. And this season brings forth many feelings.
We find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together. All around us are bright lights and merry messages. Yet in our heart, not all is joyful. There may be anger and regret with memories we hold. Anger with past experiences of hurt or abuse. Regret of our own actions that may have caused hurt to others. Anger that life has not turned out as we imagined. Regret for what we might have said or done. Anger and regret. Bittersweet in presenting the possibility for healing and forgiveness. This season brings forth many feelings. We find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together.
All around us are bright lights and merry messages, yet in our heart, not all is joyful. There may be uncertainty that accompanies transition and change, uncertainty of what the future may bring with changes, uncertainty of direction or purpose after retirement or change of vocation, uncertainty when changing residence by choice or necessity, uncertainty, bittersweet for change, a constant in life, lets us know we are alive, and change along with. This season brings forth many feelings.
We find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together. All around us are bright lights and merry messages. Yet in our heart, not all is joyful. There may be a sense of hopelessness. Hopelessness in the face of so much violence and suffering. Hopelessness with attempts to heal our aching world and ourselves. Hopelessness in witnessing what we have not managed to accomplish. Hopelessness, bittersweet for its longing, reminds us of our capacity for hope and the human spirit's tenacity and courage that rests deep within each of us as this season brings forth many feelings.
We find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together. All around us are bright lights and merry messages, yet in our heart not all is joyful. There is loneliness. Loneliness when we find ourselves alone after being long partnered. Loneliness when we are separated from loved ones. Loneliness when we move to a new community and struggle to find our way. Loneliness that never seems filled, even with good company. Loneliness that is an ever-present aching in the heart. Loneliness, bittersweet, for it is felt only when we have known connectedness. And this season brings forth many feelings.
We find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together. All around us are bright lights and merry messages. Yet in our heart, not all is joyful. We know grief and pain. We know anger and regret. We know hopelessness and loneliness. We know all these feelings. We name them. We live them, for such is the human experience. That love presents us with the possibility of being hurt, with the grief of loss. That connection holds the potential for loneliness and uncertainty. That forgiveness can begin to heal anger and regret. That being alive is a courageous act in which we engage all of our emotions. And this season brings forth many feelings. We find comfort in naming these feelings. We find some peace in being together. Let it be so. During this time together, we're going to do a ceremony for our loved ones. And you all that are online, in the chat, if you want to name someone that you are grieving or a particular feeling or need, you can put that in the chat. And you can private message the one that says Lauren Standard, and if you don't want everyone to know. I'm going to pass out, we have flowers here. This year, in particular, I am grieving 2 family members, and I wrote their names on these paper flowers in the middle. So I'm going to pass out the flowers for the people that are here, and then I'll explain a little bit more. But in the meantime, feel free to use the chat function. a flower for Janet. I have another flower on behalf of Jessica. I have a flower for Johnny. And another flower for Junior. Three, four, five, six. I have 6 names and prayer requests. I'm going to put them into. Okay, I'll do another one. For Lorraine. I will do one for Cadence. We have these flowers. And one by one, I'll put them in. And the people here will put theirs in. And then we'll light a candle for our loved ones. I don't know if you're noticing, but they're opening all of your name.
He died last February. That was really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren, you're muted.
Am I there? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did get Eleanor's name. Just so you know, there's flower here for Eleanor. Let us pray. Creator God, these flowers represent our love. It feels as though our love is shriveled up and folded. And yet, in you, you bloom. You bloom all of our loved ones. You surround them in love. You blanket them in care. You also wrap us in your loving kindness. And although we don't have maybe the capacity to be merry and bright, or any of the seasons, any of the Christmas seasons that follow, we ask that you help us have a gentle hope. We ask that you help us learn how to love someone who isn't with us. We ask you this in your name. And we also have here in the building some medicine pouches for folks to take with them. We're going to do our sending words, and then I'm going to pass out the medicine pouches to the people who are here, and then we'll have a song of silent night, and then we'll end. Friends, the last word has not been spoken. The last sentence has not been written. The final verdict is not in. It is never too late to change your mind, our minds, your mind, our directions, to say no to the past, to say yes to remorse, to say yes to the future, to offer remorse, and to ask and give forgiveness. It is never too late to start over again, to feel again, to love again, to hope again.
Let's sing this verse, one verse silently. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round your burden, mother star, holy entrance so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I thank you for participating. I thank you for sharing love when it's hard. We're here, First United, at 360 Jackson Avenue. And if you need to make an appointment with me, you can give me a call or, yeah, any of those things. So have a wonderful, gentle holiday. Amen.
Yeah, actually,